team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's got great speed. Gets it all the way out to the 42. What a nice job on that return. Leaves it with the back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now
the defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss. The Hoosiers decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. A low line drive and short kick. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. Give out of the gun. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Punts it out of the air. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Got the quick pass. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB in this one. Put some pressure on them. They're already off to a great start.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Washington Washington sends out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together. There he goes! Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Makes the catch. It's Meyer. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best.
It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Knocked down quickly after the pick, but that offense says thank you very much, and they'll have it at the 43.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They'll ride the hot hand. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Washington trying to convert this 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
I love offenses that can just rely on their offensive line to get it done in 4th and short situations like that. Turn around, hand it off, let's stay on the field and keep this thing going.
This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. They'll try to blast their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. East Carolina looked dynamic today in a strong victory there inside Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. They did the little things well, they did the big things well, and well, that's how you win games. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Quarterback making checks. Toss to the outside. Running into the open space. Lots of running room. They believe in this running game, and he's out across the 40 to the 43 before going out of bounds.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Now the toss. Nice move to keep running. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Hoosiers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He breaks a tackle. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Williams will pass. Got it set up on the outside. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll give it to the back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to fire. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game one, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. And the returner will be dragged down. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Just inside the 35, first and 10 from the 34. Williams looking for a man. They're setting up the screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Man, that is how you bring the wood. Great job by the defense. He only gets a yard, and he makes him pay for it with a nice physical tackle.
Going to swing it on second down. It's complete on the right side. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Hoosiers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Motion from the wide receiver. He's going to look for a man on third and short. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on fourth. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
It's not always easy. It's not always easy to call a basic play on fourth down, but it is when you convert it. You've called this play so many times, had so much success. This was a day one install in fall camp.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
and you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Finds his man. It's Moffitt. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick, the offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. DB's right up on the receivers. Under fire. Finds his tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Washington has a lot of things working. Set up with another 1st down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Got his man on the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by him.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
There's just so much chemistry between this quarterback and his receiver. And you saw it right there, down the perimeter, trying to work the boundary. Just put it somewhere near him. He'll catch it. He'll get a foot down and help out his offense.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Williams will pass. Spits it out to the back. It's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. And the Hoosiers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt is in the air. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. Deep in their own territory, they'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. field on first down. Flips it out on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. The Huskies headed quickly to the line. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Gonna take a shot. Intercepted. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble. Because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
They'll move the wide receiver. Williams looking for a man. Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. 1st down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
It's complete to the left. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Indiana!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making them think really quickly and make a decision.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously, trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping the play.
Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. Now adjusting. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover. Man, the offense falls.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Finds his man. It's Moffitt. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Hoosiers will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Going to the ground. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The Huskies line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. It's complete to the right. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. They didn't get too greedy there. They knew what they needed, and he gets it just past the sticks.
Yeah, and I'd like to see the defense maybe be a little bit more aggressive, a little more in the face, because QBC's easy access. I'm going to throw the football. My receiver's got a little bit of space. He can get the first down. I'd like to see the defense make him work for it a little bit more.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
The quick out. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
And the Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Williams will pass. He's got him. Breaks into the open. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down pretty quickly, but... defense forced a big turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player. But, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top. Forcing the turnover.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. At the 35, he's got room. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a 1st down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Wants to fire on 2nd down. On the run, still looking. It's picked up, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season. What a momentum-changing play for his team.
Trying to get the corner. Turning it on. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Try to get it to the edge. Oh, better look out. Got the 1st down and more. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Fires to the big fella. Great move. Now he's got room. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. The pitch to the left. Slithers into space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back-to-back-to-back, almost throws a pick.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. Snagged out of the air. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Wide open downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down.
That's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old number 1.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. He'll pull it down in line. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it.
There he goes! Touchdown, Huskies! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the 1st game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Snaps it in the shotgun. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Williams looking for a man. Blasted as he lets it go. A strike downfield. Wide open spaces. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Indiana! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
For quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time, to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. He uncorks one deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Rush is on him. Another incompletion on third down.
We got a close game here in the third quarter, and you're seeing momentum shift right now for the defense. The last drive out, they gave up the touchdown. This drive, though, they've now forced a 3 and out. They've done an outstanding job, and you can see them now playing with more confidence.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Williams will pass. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Grab near the marker. It's Ramsey. Oh, what a move to get room. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to pass on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Bacon. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking to throw for it. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, on third and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it, put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to him on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. He lets one fly deep. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Huskies. The AT unit on the field.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Minnesota packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Gophers Nation with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead, it felt like a walk through the park in Minneapolis. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Making side adjustments here. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Past the first down marker and still running. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Got room to work. Across the 45. Oh, he's got some space. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And the Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Hand off from the gun. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
The Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. The give to the tailback. Picks up the first down. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
This is the football equivalent of throwing in the towel or no mas, as they will concede defeat. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team is incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.